There goes that guy, the nice Ram truck. The new heavy duty series. They just showed the pictures of the new Ram heavy duty series. Look good. Nothing radical though. Not a real radical difference in look to them. So, but they refreshed them, tidied up the interiors, and they're still using that 6.4 motor. I can't believe they're gonna put the 6.4 motor in that. The Hurricane, the twin turbo Hurricane, has more horsepower, more torque. Why wouldn't they offer that? So it's either the diesel Cummins, which you get the high output. It's not bad. The high output is like a 450 horsepower, over 1,000 foot-pounds of torque. That's not too bad. But the non-high output, it's like 370 and like 900 or 950. I mean, that's impressive numbers. But you go to the Ford and Chevy beat those numbers. Ford beats it big time with their high output. But the point is, the Ram doesn't really look that great. You know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to run by the John Deere dealer. They had a really cool Gator that I really liked a while back. It was too much money, and I just couldn't cross the bridge for that. It was an enclosed cab. Well, you know, but those type of units there, where Honda has it over them, is they have the 4-seater capability. This guy here, I need to go right. So this guy here, he won't move up far enough for me to be able to go right. Thank God it's just I mean, it's like, hello. Yeah, they had a really cool, like, tan colored Gator. And, you know, so here it is. It doesn't even like they do have some back there. We'll have to take a ride about. What are good old Jimmy? I haven't seen Jimmy. It's hard to believe. I haven't been at this location and it's been months. Actually, Jimmy even called me here a while back, like, where the hell did you go? So now, I can already tell they don't have it. I did a whole video on it, if you guys remember right. It was a really cool colored unit. It was a tan colored unit. And I can just tell from here that it's not here anymore. Somebody bought it. Yep. Let's see that. That's a sharp looking little unit, isn't it? I don't know if they even make that anymore. Always somebody buying something, always somebody doing something. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's mixed feelings on that, but I don't think Jimmy's in. I wonder if he's okay. I swear he drives like a dark colored Durango. That'd be funny if that was him right there. Huh. I wonder if it is. I don't think it is. That thing's pretty dirty. He lives right off the road up here, but who knows? You never know. So yeah. So for me is I've had the Pioneers. What's really cool about the Honda Pioneer, they have what they call a 5-seater edition, and what that means is that 3 people can sit up front, and then it has 2 rear seats that come up from the bed of the unit and they turn into a seat. It's really cool. But what's really cool about those Pioneers is it's got a whole cage, and in the back I can throw the dogs literally in the back of that Pioneer. I used to do it. And I used to go ride around with the dogs actually caged in of the unit so they couldn't jump out of it because it had netting around it. And that was really a lot of fun. The dogs then were inside the utility vehicle, some were in the back, some were in the front, and I used to take them up for the road, little ride. In fact, we have video, I think, of the Gator where we did the same thing, but it's a lot more, yeah, you remember that video? So here's the thing. I did that same thing with the Gator, but the back bed is wide open, and it's very easy for one of the dogs to fall out. And that's right, Tango fell out. We didn't even know it. It wasn't until we were miles up the road that we realized that Tango had either jumped out or fell out of the bed. And so it was incredible how we turned around, and I was very worried that he'd be lost. And we turned around and we drove back, and he was standing right there on the side of the road. That was so cool. But I felt bad. I was thinking, oh my gosh, the dog, would he be laying in the ditch because he fell? And since he fell, he injured himself, and he broke a hip or, broke a leg. Or then did he just wander off? Yeah, wow, right? That's something. I forgot all about that. I think that was like last year or something. I can't remember. I mean, that Gator's a nice machine. The only thing that I'm on the fence on is making all the Honda stuff. Sell the Gator. If I could sell that Gator on my own, that would be pretty cool, because that would help me out in some ways to get some things squared up on monies. And then, if anything, I have the Pioneer. But the Pioneer now, they have a Pioneer 700. I think it's a Pioneer 700 and the Pioneer 1000. So there's where the danger lies. If I want to get one, there's the ballgame. If I want it, I can have it. That's the danger. I know. So, you know what? We're going to take a little ride up there today, have a little fun, do a little video time. Another YouTube video of me doing my antics. And maybe you see something you like as well. And the one that I really like, it's sold to the government, to the National Park Service. Yeah, the one I really like is not available. And the 2024 model year, they're done. All that's to start coming out is 2025s. But the Pioneer has a Trail Edition and a Forest Edition, which is a little different suspension with shocks and a winch. They're more money. They have really cool colors, but forget that. They don't have any of those either. So it isn't so-called slim pickings, but the ones that I would probably be more favored to want to own and buy, they don't have them. And they're not coming in anytime soon. So, adventures, and even Kiefer's getting top. Even Kiefer boy, he gets to go check out the Pioneers, the Pioneer Adventure. Tires are so noisy. It's a different day, but it's the same picture. It's a different day, but it's the same routine. Have you know that story? So funny, I'm driving this truck, I'm like, I'm cold. Why isn't this truck staying like the way it should on not being too cold, not too cool, or I should say hot? Sure enough, the kid who's driving the truck, and she turns off that little auto button. When you turn off the auto button in these climate-controlled vehicles, you don't know how to maintain the temperature right. You pay extra money for the auto climate, where it adjusts the temperature to the temperature it is. Look at this here. So a little more clear over the mountain. That's interesting. Looks like even sunshine. Wow. Was I blessed? Was I blessed to go over the mountain and go see the Pioneer? Should be called the Pioneer Adventures. Maybe that's what I'll call it. Call it the Pioneer Adventures. How about that idea? Look at that. We're going to get some sunshine. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm sure some people... I mean, I should just take the sales position that opened up. Craig left the... we're looking for a sales guy. I should just probably go take the sales position and sell motorcycles. Can't afford them, but I can't afford myself. Huh. Yeah. Isn't that the damn truth? I need a pay raise. I'm over the company. How do I give myself a pay raise? How do I give myself a pay raise? How do I do that? Yeah, it's called going out and working your ass off to get more business, which in so many ways, right? Be out doing that instead of this, right? Yeah, I hear you. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. The valley. Yeah, so we may get a little glimmer of hope here. And there you go. Well, for years, sincerely, for years, I've thought making all these videos on the YouTube would eventually catch up, and subscription base would grow by leaps and bounds, and viewership would grow by leaps and bounds. And for all these adventures that I do, I really felt I'd be getting compensated and I would be making good money. I really did. I mean, I'll tell you straight up that I'll be the first to raise my hand that, wow, it'd be unbelievable for all the work I've done to my channel for little to nothing to be rewarded besides some really nice relationships. But other than that, kaput. So I can feel the air, I can feel how the vehicle is changing its settings because the sun's hitting the vehicle and it's getting a little warmer. This guy has some of the most expensive diesel fuel right there. Danger, you sometimes have to be really careful of these remote rural gas stations. What people don't understand is stations, nobody thinks it through. If that guy doesn't sell a lot of diesel fuel, he still has in the ground old diesel fuel pricing. So in that type of location area, he may truly have a 30-day to 60 days worth of fuel in that tank that he bought at a higher price. Yeah, so when you go to rural gas stations, when you have a gas station where the fuel price, when you have the market going downward for a very slow gas station, that kills them because they've got more expensive fuel. They're not making any money on their fuel because they're having to get rid of it now. But here's a little dirty secret. For the rural gas stations that see a rising gas prices, they rise significantly very quickly, they've got the good gas price in the tank. Let's just say they paid $3 for it and now gas has gone to $4. Yeah, their margins go through the roof. But then the sad part is, if they got $4 diesel or gas, and it goes to $3, then yeah, it bounces back and forth. But in a rising market in the oil industry, gas stations make a lot of money because they're paying yesterday's price and charging you today's new price. And on yesterday's price, fuel is still in the ground, but you're buying now at a new price. There's another lesson for you. I haven't talked much about the maritime strike that's on our doorstep. Timbrook Honda, Bernie has ordered a ton of machines where he feels like that maritime strike may last a while, and then all of a sudden you're going back to the pandemic ball game again. You remember that? We'll be so lucky to get something because the ships and the ports aren't moving any product. Does it go back to Costco where everybody shows up and he starts cleaning out all the paper towels and the water? I mean, here's the thing. The maritime ports, these are the key ports of our country where all the maritime union people are pissed and they want the bosses to give them raises in these unions, and they're going back and forth, and it's an early October deadline. If they don't miss it, if they don't meet the deadline, they don't come to the table and come to agreement, then all these ports are going to be inoperable. And so then it goes, everybody's going to start scrambling the store. You may as well think this through right now. You might want to beat everybody to the punch. You may want to go get your extra toilet paper and paper towels and what other things you may need, because then the media will be telling everybody that the ports are all closed up. Then you get the YouTuber guys showing ships sitting out in the ocean. They can't come to port because they got all the goodies on them, but there's nobody there to unload them. So then you'll see these videos start populating of people going to these ports and showing how there's nobody there. And then there's hundreds of ships sitting out in the ocean with nothing to do but just sit there until the people come to a resolution on the union. Oh yeah, these things are ready to play out in front of us right now. But maybe they come to rationalization that they can both agree, and there you go. And round we go to Timbrook to see the show. Timbrook Honda. Oh, I should have ownership in it, right? Yep. And here we are. Check out the Timbrook Honda inventory today. See, they really want it. They like buy a 6-seater. I'm like, but the 6-seater are too big. But the challenge of those is your steering, the turning radius. That's what I've been told by Jack. Hey, here's new Ford. They got a new Ford bed. Isn't that something? The design of that. And all right, there's always somebody here to buy something, including me. Does he know? And here we is. We is at, so that green's not too bad, but it's just too big. So now, with Kiefer Doggy, let's walk down the line here. It's warm out. I got my jacket on. It starts raining. You know, let's get a little 520. Kiefer's so funny. It's like, let's just go in. So this is nice. So this is so weird. Oh, that's a 700. So this is the Trail Edition. But the judge, he's adamant about how it won't be powerful enough. He's like, you're going to be disappointed, and you should get the 1000. And right here it is. So here's the Deluxe. So Deluxe 1000, that gives you the painted doors. It just gives you the higher line of the vehicle. But there's one down here that I really like, but it's sold. So the one I would prefer, see, but the blacked out, that's not bad, but that does that. I don't know if that had, okay, so that's there. Speaking, so here, this is what would be cool. Is this here? But, well, so here's the thing. Here's the Deluxe. No, this is the Nando. Here's the Deluxe. Which, so see already, so I want that cage. See, that's already, that's one thing I can tell you straight up. And does this doesn't have the seat? Yeah, so this here, if you look here in the back, this floorboard comes up and it turns into seats. With all the storage capacity. So now, so here it is. So another thing Bill says, if you don't get the Deluxe, you get the smaller wheel and tires. So look here, where is it? Right here. So see here, this has a bigger thing. So for me, see my video, this is what I see. This here is so cool. This little door opens up and you take this out of the way. So I had one of these and I sold it a few years ago. And then this pulls up, this turns into a jump seat. And then that folds down, so now you have seating. So, which you can put that up, or that's what I like about, so if you put the seat up, then it becomes like a safety area for the dogs. So you can put this down, if you look right here. Which one is it there? I think it's that there. No, it's right here. Sorry, everybody. So that little seat goes down, and then now, for like Kiefer boy, Kiefer, want to get in? See, go on, go on, look at that. Does he know how to get in there? Go on, get in. Can you do it? Yeah, so see, he can jump up in there, and then I feel much more good about this. Yeah, go ahead, Keith. Come on, Keith. Come on, get in, come on, get in, come on. There you go. So see, now, look. The Kiefer's in there, and I'd have the other seat up, and then you put this here like this. Oops. And then I get in, and then this is all netted, and so then the dogs are secure so they don't jump out or fall. So that's why I'm thinking of getting one of these units, is because of if I want to be able to haul the dogs around with me, it'll be a lot more safe. And once again, you put the other seat up, it gives them protection in the back. So he was like, Daddy, what are you doing to me? So now this size here, this unit here is a little bigger platform over the 700. It's probably the better way, knowing me. And the other thing is, they have a Trail Edition and a Forest Edition, and it's a different shock. It's different shocks. I mean, it's basically a $2,000 more unit, if not more. And so you get the shocks, and then you get the winch. So if we go up here, so here's the Pioneer. So this is the Trails Edition, or the Forest. No, this is the Forest Edition. So Forest Edition, I think you get a winch. Yes, you already get a winch in it. So you can see now how much smaller this platform is right here. But it's the same thing. Come up here, open it up. Seating's the same, but it's a little smaller. Not by much though. So what I want to do, I want to drive the 700 around and see how it feels. So let's go find Jack. Here is Jack of all trades. So you know why I'm here? You're funny.
Let me guess.
Yeah. What number is this?
What are you doing here? You just come to bring me a present?
Yeah, I did. A present. Right here he is next to you. So I need to drive a 700 because the judge says that I will not be impressed. He says, I like the Forest Edition look, but he's like, but you're not going to like it because it doesn't have enough power.
He's right about that.
Really?
Let's drive one.
Okay. We got one right here in front. And Keever can ride. Oh, so.
They're like totally different machines.
Yeah, right. So here's the thing.
Not only is it less displacement, it's a single cylinder opposed to a 2.
Oh, it is.
3-speed transmission, 6-speed.
Oh, really? Okay.
With high and low range.
Yeah, well, forget that. That's a waste of time. But here's the thing. So the one I want the full cage. So Deluxe yesterday when we were talking,
They have a Forest Edition in this.
but you don't. They're not available. We already. Well, Bill looked.
They look encumbered.
He even called Austin, and he said no. So here's the thing. So in this one here, why is this?
Rear seats.
No, I know, but usually it has to say Deluxe 5. This is Quick Clip 5. What's that? What's the difference?
It's a Deluxe.
You know, but it says Quick Clip 5.
Yeah, it's a 5-seater.
Right, but this says down here. It doesn't say. It says Deluxe. I didn't know it doesn't. Okay, I thought these things said the word Deluxe on them.
No.
Because that's what Bill was saying yesterday. That you want the Deluxe model.
You do, probably. Unless you want your base model.
No, because it doesn't have a cage. See, this I just shown over in my channel. When I have my dogs with me, they can get in the back here and it's all caged. You know, it's all protected. These don't have a cage. Huh? Well, no. Well, okay, you're saying this isn't.
Everything's the same.
But the Deluxe
gets you upgraded wheels and tires.
Yeah.
The Deluxe gets you
More
some
storage.
extra storage,
Yep.
both under the seat and in the dash.
Right.
Brighter headlights.
Want to do some skip roping?
And a 12-volt outlet back here.
Yeah, this one up here. Oh, so I like the green one, but the Natural Resources got it. You know about that?
Huh?
So you guys have the green one down here, but it's sold. So see, this is what I like about this. When you put the both seats up, my dogs can go in the back, and then they're all safe.
He's like, let me get in.
Oh yeah, he's already been. I already came out here and showed everybody how you do that. Yeah, I know. I can already tell the 700 is not worth it, and it's not that much of a difference in price. And Bill is discounting this. Bill's really aggressive on this. He's like, at the end of the day, it's going to be borderline. You're buying a 700, and you could have had 1,000.
Right.
Yeah. Smarter than a dog, or is the dog smarter than they are? Hey, we're gonna take a walk. Mr. Jack of all trades thinks that there may be a hidden gem back here. We just haven't looked hard enough. He's got an idea. That's why he's the Jack of all trades. Now, I was here yesterday. That whole line was red yesterday.
All red.
Well, that was yesterday. Then when I backed the truck in to load up my, yeah, they're all red, and all of them, none of them are the 5. You can just tell by no roll cage.
Not giving up yet.
How many years ago was this place built?
John Ross built this.
I thought right when the crash came. It was like 2008.
7 or 8.
Exactly. Right when everything went to the ground.
Concrete over here. We'll go look. I think it was.
Yeah, it was, if I remember right, he built this place out right when the whole economy went to the ground.
When that banking failure.
Yeah, and when everybody was losing everything. Yeah, so here's all the fives. And all right, we're walking the line. So here, well, you got more than one, right?
Yeah, we did.
You got 1, 2, 3. Oh, you're in good shape. Yeah.
Yeah, we won't sell out.
You wish you would, right? You wish,
Yeah.
but you won't.
Especially if I was the guy selling them.
Wonder how many Hondas I bought this year. So, so here.
I know that total.
So how many Hondas?
40s,
How many Hondas do you think I own right now? What would be your guess?
You own
Right
right
now,
at this moment.
right? They're in my shop. What would be your guess?
Ten.
Keep going.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, 12.
Keep going.
Really? 15.
Go backwards.
Okay, so 14.
If I buy this, yeah.
14.
Oh my God.
You're at like 40 or so from us, right?
I know it's like a 30 something,
I think you're good.
but now I think we're
this
probably.
makes 40.
I think we're Wow. Jack and I here like to talk, and so I like my Gator. I really do like my Gator, and I have somebody that wants to reach out, wanting to buy the Gator, so I may sell out pretty quickly. But the thing is, can't get the back protection. So this is no lie. I took all my dogs, 5 dogs. I don't know. Was Kiefer with this? Maybe Kiefer. I can't remember. Maybe he. So we took all the dogs in the Gator up in the back roads, because I used to years ago take all the dogs. And I felt good because, as you know, you can lock down that back area, and they're not going to fall out when you put those back seats. So we're up in the Gator, where the Gator, is every bit like this. It's just an open back bed, and there's no protection. So we go up the mountain, and by the time we get to the end of the mountain where I want to go, we notice one of the dogs is missing.
It jumped out.
We don't know. Now I'm like, oh my gosh, so it's Tango, one of my poodles. So now I'm like, oh my gosh, is the dog injured on laying the side of the road? Or has he run off where he doesn't know where he is? Because we're in areas that he doesn't go to. So I'm miles and miles from my house. So now we turn around and go back. What are the odds he's standing at the edge of the shoulder just waiting for us to come back? That's pretty impressive. But I felt so bad because I was really worried we were going to come down the road and see him laying in the ditch. Right. So that's the reason I want to get my Pioneer back, is because I can throw all the dogs and we can go have some fun. And you can't do that in the Gator. For me, the 700 is a cool package, being the Forest Edition with the winch, and I think it's just a winch, or is that upgraded shocks?
Upgraded, bigger bumper.
Right.
LED light in the bed.
Right. Yeah. But is it the Fox shocks, or is that on the trail?
That's the trail.
Right. So, but when you comes to selling these, what's the more dominant product that sells? The 1000 or the 700? No, together.
We sell more 1000.
Come on. Here, scratch it. Don't do that. No, get away. Right. And the price, it's a $2,000. It's not really a huge difference in price. I can understand somebody buying this that did some serious back trailing in really tight woods and all. I could see that if you're really, but other than that, I just don't know.
I like the 1000 because it's a true sport utility.
Right.
This is really utility. You're not getting a lot of sport out of this.
Right. Yeah, I get it. Okay, just wanted to help you. Come see Jack. He knows the Jack of all trades and knows how to sell things. Need any ice? Want to sell some ice? Go up to
To an
last.
Eskimo.
Yeah, there. Right. Exactly. You got it. All right.